Hi, Bova.
Hi.
How's it going?
Is this live?
No, it's not live.
Oh, okay.
We're unmuted but not live.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Is Jimmy coming?
I don't know. Jimmy!
I guess we're live.
Yes, we are live.
Hello.
Hi.
We will be casting along with Jimmy. I don't think I've ever casted with you. I don't think I've ever casted with Jimmy either.
Yeah,
It's okay. We got play-by-play.
we got that. Who's the play-by-play? You?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Down.
I got this.
Okay, Jimmy can do play-by-play.
I don't trust Jimmy. We don't trust you. Hello. Grab a headset. Are we live? I think so. He didn't warn us. So our next game coming up is... you said we were unmuted, not live. So we have Vici versus Navi coming up. Best of 3 winners bracket. Winner will face off versus DK. Loser will face off versus one of the North American teams. I forget which one, but one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Have you guys been watching this from the Red Bull
No,
place?
I've been. Oh, what the fuck? Am I supposed to hear myself in this?
Yes.
Okay. No, I haven't been watching much. I've been like pretty occupied lately. I mean, we've been practicing, doing our own thing.
Are you ready to flame? I'm just going to move on to something more interesting.
Of course.
we aren't flamers, dude.
We are flamers.
I'm not a flamer, dude. I'm trying to take this very seriously because obviously this is a BTS The Summit cast, and I want to be as serious as possible.
Beyond the summit, the summit.
Yes.
Cool. I don't know what the player status is in the lobby. They should be ready soon. Who do you favor in this matchup? I think I checked Dota 2 Lounge is straight 50-50.
I favor Navi.
I do Navi. I say 60-40 for Navi.
Vici even beat them out in the group stage. You have no faith?
No, Navi is Navi, dude. Like, you never underestimate Navi. They're under pressure right now, to an extent, because they're not in the loser bracket. But all in all, I mean, like, Navi generally is like, they never fail to let you down.
The group stage game was pretty weird as well. 'Cause I think Kuro misskilled, and then I think they got pretty outpicked that game as well. So
Yeah.
not as many. Just I didn't think their picks were that good versus what VG had.
Mm-hmm.
They are gonna ban the Weaver though. They're not gonna make the same mistake. They're gonna ban that Siler Weaver.
Weaver crushed them last
Yeah.
time. Really badly.
They gave up the Invoker though, and they gave up the Enchantress. So 2 of the I think top tier Chinese picks right now.
But the Super Play Invoker? I don't think Super's Invoker is that scary, though.
I think it's pretty intimidating.
He
plays really well. He defends well. He knows when to be, like, when he needs to defend, he'll be there. When he's Quas Wax. But that's generally what he plays. I think
It's
like
always
70%.
Quas Wax. It's
No,
gonna
I
be-
wouldn't say always. I think he's played not as much Exort.
When they play Exort, Siler plays it.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't play
Well,
Quas
okay,
Wax.
well, I guess it's a toss-up then.
So
Yeah,
it's-
I've seen Siler play it a couple times.
Yeah, Siler plays the Exort and
It's the
Super
carry.
plays the Quas Wax.
Well, it makes sense because he's what do you call it? Salar's more the carry version, and Super's the utility.
It can still be Exort. I think it could still be Siler playing the Invoker actually. I think the past 3 times I've seen Siler play it over Super. So
Well, depending on who they pick as a carry, I mean, like, it comes down to the drafting at the end, I guess.
yeah. So Navi has a pretty Western draft. 2 of the, I mean, I guess Miranda's picked a lot by the Chinese as well
It's
now.
some EG drafting right now, dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys still like Shree in 6181B?
Yeah, I think he's still really broken. It's his right clicks and his map presence. I think that's really strong.
Okay, fair enough. Living Armor didn't get touched. Leech
Yeah.
Seed. I mean, can he still zone out heroes at level 1?
Yeah,
Very
I think
easily?
Just with
Okay.
the right clicks, and then his with
It's
boots
punchy
level
power.
1. With boots level 1, he's off the map. It's really scary. You don't know where he is. You don't know if you're getting ganked. So, like we saw in that game versus I think between it was Fnatic versus EG or Fnatic versus DK.
Look how focused Navi is during the drafting. They're all like really together on this.
Is Puppy sweating?
Okay. Is he sweating?
Is he?
I don't
it
know.
is.
No, I think that's
No, it's water. They were out playing in the
Oh yeah,
pool.
they were
Oh,
playing
okay.
water. Okay.
I was like, dang.
Good catch
that's
there.
a weird place to sweat too.
No, but they are really focused actually on the drafting.
Drafting was really important, and it has been for the majority of the
No, but
tournament.
normally the first day they were just playing on their own computer, but now they're actually really into the drafting after the whole preliminaries or group stage, whatever you
Yeah.
call it.
So they're pretty confident, I think.
Yeah, I saw them this
Obviously, it's
morning.
always-
They were pretty tired.
Yeah.
There's the Darkseer.
Okay, it's Darkseer.
Darkseer is a good counter to Tree. So
Darkseer's really. I think Darkseer offlane is good versus Enchantress as well. That means it's a dual.
Wait, is
lane.
Navi Dire here?
Yeah. So that means that it's that is Dire, right?
Yes.
That, okay,
Navi's
so,
Dire. Vici's Radiant here.
so that means that the Darkseer versus the dual lane bottom, he should get fairly a lot. I think Darkseer versus dual lanes are pretty good. So, depends on the dual lane really. But I think Darkseer should get a lot.
It could be Darkseer Tree as well.
Yeah, Darkseer Tree. I mean, it's just.
It's a strong ass lane. Think about it. If he goes boots and they can fucking.
Yeah, but I'm saying no matter what, he's versus dual lane. He has a dual lane with him. You know, he'll get stuff out of the lane.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and
I'm just curious on what Enchantress is gonna do.
Usually when Navi they pick up the Darkseer, they always try and synergize it with one of their other core heroes. So, I'm waiting to see what hero Dendi or Havos is gonna play.
Or Kuro.
Yeah.
Could be like a Sand King or something like that.
Navi's never really ran Mirana support, huh?
No, I think almost never. It's usually Havos that plays it.
Yeah.
It could still be Marana support. I don't know.
Dendi Mirana? What?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Denny play
Nah, I don't think so either.
I've seen it once, and that's when they had a Doom as well. So it was like Doom offlane and Marana mid.
I think banning Doom is pretty important against Vici.
Yeah. So very Chinese draft right now from VG. It's like the 3 heroes I see the most with the Doom. So it's a Rasta Enchantress. Rasta's one of the decent heroes that's zoning out Darkseer, I think. So.
Dude, I never see. Dude, they should solo Shadow Shaman more mid. I think it's a really legit hero. Boba?
I don't like it not that
Why?
much.
Like, you don't fucking trust my opinions, dude. You should start trusting me a little bit more. Like, when I tell you things like this.
I mean, I
it's
realize
a new meta.
It is a new meta, but he's such an easy hero to gank, and
But there's other heroes. What about Invoker? They don't really go cross west when he's Exort.
I don't know, dude.
Like, he can go in.
I'm not a huge fan of Rasta mid, but I'll you know, Jimmy, I trust you.
It's better on Dire. It's still good. Either way, you can always do it.
Definitely on Dire.
Okay, so there,
Definitely
Navi picks the really synergistic hero with the Darkseer. So DS Kanka.
That's the wombo combo right there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plays where I guess Darkseer can vacuum into an arrow.
I love those 3 core heroes. I love the DS, the Marana, and the Kanka.
Well, I'd say more so. Well, yeah, that. But Darkseer Kunkka is a really legitimate combo right there. Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
I mean, with that, their lanes are secure. They have good mid game, and Navi's a mid game team, so their strength obviously lies there, and they have a really good mid game draft.
I think Vici's usually more of a mid game team than Navi.
So,
it depends. I mean, I think VG's more early game, aren't they, with their rotation?
They're more early mid. Well, I guess less late game. Usually on the side of Navi.
I mean, even though it's Vici's picks right now, I'm trying to figure out Navi or Kuro's hero now.
Yeah. So keep in mind that that could still be a safe lane Invoker.
Morph?
Okay. Yeah. So I think
mid morph.
I think it's safe lane Invoker and mid morph, or the opposite as well.
Either or.
But if it is, that has to be a quad specs though, because.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be quad specs because I don't know. Morphling does do pretty decent versus Kunkka IMO. It's like, I mean, his base damage compensates for his Tidebringer, his damage and shit.
So if that's an Invoker mid and a safe lane Morphling with the Rasta
Enchantress.
and then they need a offlaner right now.
ET is, oh, that was a good ban. ET
offlane. ET is good.
They don't run Morphling mid.
Yeah, it's not that.
They don't?
Yeah, they don't run it.
They don't
no,
run
they
Morphling
have.
mid. They do. They have.
They have. I've seen it.
I don't think I've seen it before.
But it's rare. They don't do it that much.
When I see them run morph, they usually run in a duel and they'll have like Lich morph there and shit. I remember I saw.
No, they sold it.
Oh, I don't remember.
Navi's turn to pick.
Easy.
From what I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen them have Morphling middle.
Yeah. And AA was a good ban there. It stops the. If Navi did pick up AA, that would have been a really good hero versus what VG.
I mean, both of them had a good ban.
I think
Navi banning ET versus Morphling, and then AA versus their Morphling. So
I think if Navi pick up the Bane here, it'll. I like the Bane pick.
Well, it is a Kuro
with
hero.
with the Bane pick, I feel they can dual lane the safe lane and they secure that.
Rubik.
Rubik is also good.
Rubik would be really good for Navi.
Rubik gives them some anti-push, which they need.
It's like Rubik or Bane, I believe.
Could be SD.
SD as well.
Clemson Loomis calls out the SD. Let's see, I call Rubik, dude.
I call
Well, actually, no. SD would be really good with Kunkka though.
2 seconds, 1 second.
What?
Gyro.
That's a support Marana then.
That is support Marana. So Kuro's playing the Marana now.
Could be support Gyro.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do that.
So.
They're
I
gonna.
don't think so. This is seeing how this tournament's been running and how.
I think it's much more likely that it's Kuroki on Marana.
Yeah, I think Kuro's gonna try and do what MMY did that one game with where Mushi was mid with the Kunkka, and he just kept arrowing on the X torrent. If you remember that, I remember Jamie watched that game.
It's a strong combo.
Yeah. It shouldn't be able to kill Morph mid because Morph can use the thing during the arrow, but it pressures him quite a bit. So.
If it's Morphin, but I think it's actually gonna be Invoker.
Yeah, and that's an easy call.
Well, depending on their last pick right now, I guess we'll see.
Resolve tower.
And one of the reasons they probably picked the gyro is to counter push with the ulti as well.
Yeah,
They have so much synergy right
ton
now.
of AoE for team fights. Vici loves their 5-man. So who do you think
They really
Vici's
do.
going to pick last?
Tide is a possibility. What else is there? Something ROTK would play.
Dude,
Tide,
I think
Timber,
it is.
Nature's
I think it should be Tide, right? They
Tide,
need some sort of good initiation.
Centaur? Maybe? No.
China really do look fucking Centaur and
I
shit.
mean, ROTK, maybe a Clockwork. Clockwork is a possibility. Clockwork feeds versus what they have, though.
Yeah, I would agree. Clockwork doesn't really do that well.
God, dude, what do you like touching me, Artur, dude? Artur.
You like being touched?
5 seconds
Arteezy.
remaining.
Would you like to say something? Just say something
Okay.
real quick. Would you like to give a shout out?
Are you emo, dude? Why are you emo, dude?
Huh? I don't know why. It's okay. It's
Relax.
okay.
When are you
Well,
going to join
Clockwork.
us?
Oh, remember who called that?
talked about
Don't you think?
I clock feeds, though, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to
especially versus Gyro.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back and forth depending on how much he actually gets in the off lane. If he does really well, he gets an early blade mail, then he destroys the Gyro. But
Darkseer, I mean, I think they picked the Darkseer for the lane presence, maybe. I mean, there's not much that can get much. There's not much that can get. There's not a hero that can get much from that lane.
yeah,
I don't know. Don't really like the Clockwork pick too much here. I see a lot of the Chinese teams. Whenever they're low on time, they go. That's their like go-to
Go-to
offlaner
hero.
when they really don't know what will work best in a situation. But I think there's a lot of better ones. As you said, Centaur would have worked
I think
out.
Tide would have been.
Tide would've
Tide,
been
bro,
really good.
Tide.
Yeah, I mean Kunkka and Gyro are going to get BKB.
Tide is
so.
like all about CC. I mean, when you have Rasta and Enchantress trying to push a lane, but VG Super seems like his pause, maybe difficulties.
Okay.
We have a little club
So-
over here. Lysander in the back. Artur just chilling.
Artur.
Fear looks happy. Giannis is.
Yeah,
Are you emo? No.
Oh shit, player cam boys.
player cam. But this Enchantress has to do work this game for VG.
I think I don't know.
And it's FY on the Enchantress,
I'm
I
not
see.
breathing on the mic too hard.
Mouth breather.
Oh, it's Fenrir on the...
Okay, we have a brief pause at the start, but on the Radiant side, we have Vici Gaming winners bracket, our last winners bracket, I think, for today. Vici versus Navi best of 3. We have FY.
Yep.
Who's he playing?
Playing the Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman, I can hardly
ROTK
see
playing the
this.
Clockwork. Super is actually playing the Invoker, so he's gonna go mid. Finar playing the Enchantress, and that means Sylar will playing the Morphling. So I guess they're gonna safe lane them.
There's still a small possibility that the Morphling goes mid still, and they short lane Invoker. I've seen them run safe lane Invoker
I
West West
have,
before.
but I think it's Sylar that plays
Yeah.
it. If they run safe lane Invoker, it's
Go ahead
Sylar
with the-
Quas Exort.
Then we have the Navi lineup, which is Navi Puppy playing the Treant, Havos playing the Potom, Dendi solo mid Kunkka, Funnick playing the offlane Darkseer, and we got Gyrocopter.
that is a support gyro, by the
Oh,
way.
that is
Come on.
Wow.
called that?
Yeah, Ben.
Ben, dude,
Yo, Missile, man.
Ben, why aren't you in the professional scene anymore, man? You
Missiles-
knew it. You called that out.
Missiles ownage. No one could call the Gyrocopter pick.
But then again,
why do they have a support gyro?
It's been run before.
Why couldn't they pick Rubik or some shit?
Has a lot more AoE. It's better anti-push. It's a lot more damage too.
For the lane, I think the Rubik would have been a lot better.
I definitely think he's stronger in lane, but
Hey, maybe it's
he can zone out Clockwork too, right?
Poopy's
With
Poopy,
boots
man.
first, easy.
Arteezy, what are your thoughts about the support gyro, dude?
What's your thoughts on support gyro?
No,
dude?
they swapped. They swapped.
Oh, they swapped. They juked us.
Oh,
Okay, never mind.
they juked us.
So
oh,
support
never mind.
Marana.
It is
You don't like
support
support Marana, right? It sucks ass, guys.
A lot of people think it's
Artur thinks
success.
it's
I don't think
badass.
it's that bad.
I don't think that's that bad as well. I saw
it's a
Chuan do work with that
It
support.
is a Quaswex invoker. Well, you don't really know. You want Quas first, still.
It's super,
first-
so
oh.
most likely.
Boots first Rasta.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? He's support too.
I think he went to zone the possibility they may be expecting a aggro tri lane or dual lane off lane. And they want the Rasta.
But they might meet each other here in the forest.
The Rasta won boots, I think, because he expects the tree to have boots and he wants to be able to outrun him. He doesn't want to just get
He
owned.
still can't outrun him.
Oh, here he
that
goes.
easily, though.
Orange. Morphling. Didn't skill yet.
Styler's okay. Well, at least they can ward up a little bit.
Poopy
Maybe
start off
block
with
some.
boots too.
Yeah, I really love Navi's draft. I think it's a lot stronger.
30 seconds.
Well, it's
Then,
up to.
VG.
I think it's like 60-40 here for Navi and VG from drafts.
Yeah, I think it's easier for Navi to pull off like a big combo of
But-
fights.
Let's see if they ward. What camps do they ward? I can't see much.
That's actually a really interesting.
They only
build, though,
camp. They only
honestly.
warded one. They didn't even ward a camp, did they?
They warded that.
That means
Oh,
if they don't ward the camp.
That's one fail there. They failed on the sentry. That was a good ops by Navi there, actually.
So they're gonna send Gyro short lane versus the Clockwork. Are they gonna go aggro try?
Havos, or they tried to go ham, but it's 0.
Nice attempt.
And then Havos isn't blocking the safe lane. If you look up there, so that means that the Clock is gonna get a lot of experience because he has the cogs, but he hasn't used cogs yet to block.
He'll use that at the end.
Still pretty still pretty easy one-on-one for ROTK, regardless of the block, unless Puppy's there.
Jaro, Pink's coming up right now. He does have boots, Dark Green is too, so Puppy and Kuro
But
are
this is a
heading
good
towards
lane.
the top.
This is a good lane. I mean, the lane positioning is really good for RTK. He's gonna get 2 waves of XP till they pull back.
I'm surprised they didn't buy any smokes though. Neither of them have smoke. Oh wow, cog there by RTK.
And looking at the mid matchup, Invoker.
Arrow coming in right now. KKY!
Oh,
Deep breaths.
deep breaths. This matchup, I think it's even both heroes farm. Kunkka's a hard hero to really deny farming.
Do you think Quas Wex is better in this situation than Quas Exort?
Yeah, I think Quaswick does better than
They need some CC.
They need the team fight disruption. They get good EMP off.
Don't they already have good enough teamfight disruption with like Rasta Wards, with Clockwork, etc.?
Why not have more? I
think
mean, you
just-
have the Morphling.
If they can mana burn like the Kunkka or even the DS in the fights, it's really big.
Morphling can really solo carry this team. And with the Rasta pushing the towers. Well, he tanked so much right there.
No.
Morphling.
That's why I got the boots though. It's gonna help him zone out the DS. But Funnick is getting a lot. Like I said, these dual lanes, Dart DS is really good versus these dual lanes. Unless it's like SD Marana or something. But
I mean, you have Purple and then Enchantress, so I mean, he's just...
yeah, but he'll still get
None of his camps got warded too, so that's good from him.
Yeah,
Good.
and they managed to de-ward that
Wait.
odds on the high ground.
He didn't even use the Tornado Creep to harass mid, I don't think. Did he?
So usually VG they go for the pull around 3 minutes or so, and they push that tier 1. The Enchantress smokes around with the Rasta. They usually get that pull. So I'm gonna be looking for that. That's gonna be the first movement I feel from VG. They change up the time sometimes, but they usually want the catapult.
Really good warding by VG right there. They have the ward at the Ancient, so Marana, like, mid shouldn't die from the position where Navi's coming from. They don't really have a smoke either. It's a really good warding from them there.
And the supports from Navi, have they been pulling at all?
No, they've more so been running around. They stacked a bit.
Double stacked it.
Mhm.
Yeah, they really don't
They
have
aren't
any
getting that
setup
much
for
experience.
Murata
No.
Arrow though. Yeah, I guess they really need to get kills.
I mean, it's all a gamble. I mean, Kuro's throwing them arrows, and he's hoping for the best. I mean, if he lands the arrow, it's 100% kill on ROTK there.
But this clock is getting so much right now.
Mhm.
He's actually getting so much in this lane.
I think they
Ish-
can kill Super pretty easily too.
He's getting more than the DS.
Well, CS and levels.
And DS is gonna go oh, he's gonna help Dundee. Oh, what
Oh,
a
wow.
clean. Yep.
There it is.
Is it an early X from Dendy? I didn't actually see the setup
That
there.
is
Yeah.
double X. But he just grew a level from the kill, right? I don't know.
No.
Totally sure.
No, he didn't.
He did not.
Okay.
So this is the power of this Marana roaming around with the Kunkka mid.
It's
That's-
insanely strong.
That's one of the reasons maybe they should have put the Morphling mid to maybe counteract that, because they can't kill the Morph mid.
Well, Quas Exort would do okay too. He can block with Forge Spirits.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of Super's flexibility. You usually see him playing the same like 3 or 4 heroes with the same couple of builds.
Dendy kind of taunting
But-
him there, using his torrent canceling like numerous times there.
It's getting in his head, man. Getting in his head.
Yep. So did they double pull here? And they're smoking, right, with their supports?
Yeah, it looks like they're smoked right now.
Yep. So pretty normal VG movement around 3-4 minutes. They smoke here.
It's not even.
They're gonna see if
it's
they
not
can
the
get-
315 pull either.
Yeah.
It's a 4 minute. So.
But
And they do
still-
have a siege.
They do still get this catapult though, so it's a good timing. And Navi should expect a double wraparound. Dendy should play a bit cautious because there's still the opportunity to gank mid from him. But Puppy's gonna TP and he should die here, I think.
Does he have invis? Puppy's
No.
gonna die.
Puppy should die here. Maybe.
Oh no, puppy poopy.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate, and that's a free tower for Vici right there because Darkseer's too busy farming the jungle.
I think they can get 2 towers here.
I think so too, actually.
That's really big. These Chinese teams I've noticed, once the Chinese team that gets the 2 towers on the safe lane, I've seen 90% of the games they win.
But Darkseer does need to make a rotation, otherwise they are gonna get 2 towers, and he's too low. Whoa.
Yeah, no one else can really rotate.
He should
before
suicide.
6.
I think he should suicide, but he's just gonna double stack instead.
He's level 4. It'll take him 2.
He's waiting for the bottle. He bought a bottle there.
He's double stacking as well.
Are they gonna go pull the lane back? No, they're not gonna go for 2 towers. They don't. They're afraid of the counter.
The puppy just came back. Yeah.
So they're just gonna pull the lane back, and they have the tower advantage. Clock's gonna get a lot top.
I feel so bad for Kuro right now. I mean, he's really trying so hard for this arrow mid and the position he is, but in that position you can't really get it unless the next torrent comes out.
Are you sure that Sylar can solo carry this in the late game? You talked about how they don't really need a Quas Exort Invoker, and how Sylar can...
No, I said a Quaswex Invoker will excel for his...
I think Morphling is not that. Morphling is one of those good heroes versus these Wombo comp. They don't have that thing to stop him. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the split push.
Yeah, but they can kill everybody else just so easily. I feel like...
I don't know. I feel this game, ROTK is having such a good start right now. He's getting free lane EXP and free CS in the lane versus Havost. I think if he gets that early blade mail.
Oh! But he doesn't have... I don't know. It's gonna be close.
If Invoker TP'd,
Yeah, there it is. Who's in TP? Enchantress. Trust
he missed his hook. Yeah,
Wait, what?
He
could've lightning.
He missed his hook.
he missed his hook.
Wow.
If he hit the hook,
Could
there,
FYF Lightning Gyro? I don't know. He looked a little bit out of
fog,
range.
kind of fog.
Yeah.
check if Invoker had the TP mid. Okay, he didn't have a TP mid.
Dude, if Invoker had the TP, it could have been a potential double kill right there.
Yeah.
I think did Morana leap in it or no?
I didn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so either.
Well,
He just
that
ran
was
in.
still really, really close. Finally, an arrow come from Kuroki. Hits.
But that
And they'll get a kill.
death was really big because first it made a rotation from it made Rasa TP top. Now Puppy gets free lane experience bottom, and ROTK died. He had a good start too, so I don't know. Usually with Clockwork, I like getting if you can get the early blade mail, it helps a lot. But now his blade mail is gonna be, yeah. Chinese usually don't go blade mail; they go the BKB rush or 4-staff rush.
Yeah, I don't usually think ROTK does get that early game. Vici with another smoke in the mid, looking for a kill on Dendi.
FY going in for the Hex.
EMP comes out, Shackle to follow, and
Easy
Dendi.
kill.
Oh, Magic 6 up, throws a boat.
What?
Oh.
Why didn't he bow earlier? Oh, he might live.
He didn't have mana.
Okay.
Tornado finishes him off. Oh no, super.
That's
Will
right.
redirect, creep aggro, and be perfectly okay.
The Dushki.
So Enchantress is doing a lot of work. I feel he made a good rotation bottom and he got a good rotation mid.
Yeah, but it's only on the back of smokes, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be out of smokes pretty soon.
But
And
it-
they can't even get the mid tower off of it.
Yeah, but that hero just seemed like you have to do something with that hero early game. I feel
Mhm.
with the Enchantress, and he's done 2 good ganks for his team. So I think right now VG have a fairly good lead. Like they're in a good spot right now.
I think they're doing okay.
Mm.
CS wise, I think Gyro and Kunkka are still pretty darn high, and Vici, I don't know. It doesn't look like that lineup's like that explosive.
I mean, once Rasta gets
I think,
6, they should be able to get the tier 1 tower on top lane as well. Maybe even mid, either or.
I think Invoker's gonna go for mech this game. I've seen the Chinese they go mech sometimes or they go Orchid on the Lex Boss Invoker. This game, I think the mech might be
BG
actually
doesn't really
good.
do mech though.
No, I've seen him play. He goes mech in half the games, and half the games he goes Orchid. So
I'm surprised though. I mean, to an extent, Navi running Potom as a support is kind of out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Don't you agree? They're kind of adapting to how the tournament format, how the other teams are playing it, especially DK.
Yeah, it's just really hard without any setup. Almost every time you see it with some easy setup.
You have Kunkka though.
Yeah, I mean it's only one hero though. He can't really gank any other lane unless he gets a.
I mean, he was going for the
Arrow on
gambles. I
top.
mean,
Yes.
eventually they got a kill on Clockwork, so.
I mean, in my opinion, the Gyro pick, I think the Mirana on the 1 was still fine this game. I just think that they could have zoned out the offlaner a lot harder. I think Mirana, one of the strengths about him, when he's a carry, it's so easy to kill the offlaner. And they just haven't been able to much besides that 1 arrow.
That's true, but Tree can't really zone out of Clockwork that early. I don't think.
No, that's the thing. If they had Tree and they had a Rubik or a Bane as a support,
Oh yeah,
the
because
Tree
of their
can just do
picks.
whatever he wants, and the Bane can just solo zone. It's like that dual lane versus the offlaner.
Did you actually see Dendi's build there? He went double circlet, surprisingly.
He needs the mana, man.
I guess that's like a
Could be Arcane Kunga.
No, it's a Ben Wu build right there, man. Question.
Double
That's
circle.
bots. That's bots.
Value stats, man.
Oh, ROTK.
The demon hook.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Why do you gotta flame me right now, dude? Like, can we just pay attention more to the
X-Torn
game?
connects, arrow connects on ROTK, Dendi gets hexed up, Super drops his wards, but Or sorry, not super. FY drops his awards, but Shackle will come out and what
Everyone's
the heck?
missing spells.
That's like
Everyone
those are like boba plays after boba plays right there, dude. I don't know.
Oh my
you're doing it,
goodness.
dude.
X
Wow.
into call down. Fenrir will just walk out with nature's attendance. And now they don't even have the wards for the tower.
Everyone missed spells there, though.
The boba arrow too.
Shut up, dude.
Wow.
Control yourself, Jimmy. This is a professional cast. We are beyond the summit. Why so funny?
I have no idea.
We are. Oh, there you go. Both. Whoa. Torrent coming out right now. Dendy's boat is up. He has no mana though.
But still, they can't really push without Rasta Wars. Not really.
I mean, they're making so much space for the morph, though. Look at the morph. He's bottom, just pushing.
Did he go
by
Midas?
himself.
No, he didn't.
No, he's
No,
going.
he's
going
Lincolns.
to Lincolns.
Artur would flame if he has Lincolns, right? He likes the BKB rush.
Yeah, Artur likes
Artur,
the
what's your
BKB
opinion
rush.
about the Lincolns, dude?
What's your opinion on the Lincolns and the Morphling right now?
The worst item you can ever get on Morphling.
Okay, that's it. Straight from him.
That came from the A God guys.
Worst item ever. Emphasis
He's
on that.
pretty sure.
I don't know what else you can get this worst. Pretty sure like Dagon is way better.
This is Dagon is way better.
Lincoln's better. How about a Rod of Atos?
Rod of Atos.
It's worse. I got you there.
Battle Fury.
Okay, 4 staff from the Invoker.
That's better.
Oh, actually, dude, RTK surprising is not that farmed. That's what we thought. I mean, like
That death hurt him quite a bit.
Yeah, he had 2 misplays there because the one in mid would have been very crucial, and the one top lane actually because it could have been a double kill for the Rasta and it would have been a quick 6 as well.
Oh,
Arrow, whoa,
but it's a
KKY,
Morphling.
but it's not gonna do anything. Harassed, push out of the lane.
Get him.
I am
Punch him.
Siler. Don't need a wave.
Like, this is the problem, I feel. How are they going to kill this Morphling? Like, how do they deal with him?
I don't really feel like they need to though. Not at this point.
Well,
in
it
the
comes
game.
down to Darkseid at the end. I mean, when they get the Wombo combo and him being insanely farm, that comes the wraparound right now. Actually, this is gonna be pretty big. If
Oh, are they going to kill Kuro? Oh. Is he going to die? No, he's going to be fine.
detected.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
And
For puppy,
Oh, God.
you gonna do it?
Searched a
Oh
tree.
God,
But he's going to...
puppy.
He's going to die, though, right?
No, oh, he had to die.
Oh, this is how they're
Oh,
going
this
to
is
kill
the
the
boat.
Morphling.
Oh, good play by. Oh, Dendushki.
Yeah, they can't, though. They still can't kill him.
I don't know what that means.
Dendushki.
Look at top. Is Gyro getting the tower there? It's pretty big if he gets the tower. Oh, wow. Great TP there from... Whatever happened here just changed. It really set the game pace. Like, that kill. Why
Well,
are
what
you...
the heck? Without living armor there, Havos just falls again. I didn't see the beginning of the fight there.
He got baited. I think ROTK baited him and he got really low and then he called for the Invoker TP.
You know why RTK beats him? Because like Link is gonna fail.
RTZ's flaming ROTK in the background.
What's your beef, dude?
Why do you just flame everyone, dude? USA equals what?
Shit. You see us bottom 2.
I mean,
Oh, great arrow there
good
from
arrow
Phil.
by.
FY's gonna turn this around. Oh, see FY turned around?
That was a good. Whoa. Oh, that was a good 4-staff
Yeah,
fight.
that was a good first stuff there.
I mean, at least they got some teamwork, like
Yeah.
some certain liquid players, but
Relax, control yourself.
And with that death, Havos is pretty darn far behind Siler at this point.
it is a pretty slow-paced game as well. I mean, it's 4-3, 13 minutes into the game. So.
Yeah, and not too many towers down. Only one tower taken down by Vici, and that was off the back of the smoke gank and killing Puppy.
So, Morphling versus Gyro late game. I think...
I mean, who's on the downside here? Who would you say?
Well,
I mean,
Nami has
looking at the other
Kunkka too.
heroes.
Kunkka does a lot of
It
damage.
seems pretty 50-50 still right now.
Yeah, it is 50-50, but I like VG's, right now they have a good sizable lead.
I think they have better hard farming late games. Like Morphling will outcarry a Gyro in a one-on-one situation, but Navi's team fight potential is really, really strong. If they get like a decent vacuum wall combo and with a call down, root, like all these other spells, they can easily overrun VG.
I mean, the way I see it is this is the same problem that Navi had in the group stage match versus VG. They just don't have any disables for this unkillable heroes like the Morphling and the Weaver. It was the Weaver that game, they had no disable for him. This game, they don't have a disable for Morphling.
There's a combo coming out on
Oh, great.
super.
Easy.
And that's gonna be a tower for Navi.
But like Ben said, they can easily kill every other hero on BG side.
Yeah, I mean that's like without root, that's without wall too, so they can expend these ultimates.
They need to
very,
get this
very
tower.
easily.
They need to, yeah. It's the first tower of the game, tier first tier 1.
But ROTK is running back already. He has hookup. He has level 4 rocket. He's gonna try.
I mean, Invoker's gonna be up. Dude. They do have lift, so they're not gonna get this tower.
Yeah, they aren't gonna get this. So this was still a good trade. They
sure
lost Invoker, but they got a tier 1 top, and
And they're
they
harassing
made
bottom as
they
well.
made more space for Sylar. They're just playing really well right now.
Yeah, I am a little bit worried for Navi dealing with Morphling into the late game.
Dude, Rasta with the Blink Dagger 15 minutes in. That's insane amount of farm.
That's FY.
Wow.
FY God.
Did I wish I was FY, man.
Best player in the world.
You see his refresher scepter lich?
I actually didn't, but
It lost, but it was still.
it was badass, right?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was against a Mapo.
Nepo?
Mapo.
Oh. You have anything to say there, Jimmy?
No.
Why are you giggling?
Something was on my nose, dude.
What's Dendy gonna buy with the 1600 gold? More circlets? Drums?
Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade?
I don't know. Do you think that second circlet was an accident, or just probably buying out before you died?
Maybe.
Probably buying out before he died.
Yeah. I've seen that before.
Did Navi have their ancient stacked for the gyro?
No, it doesn't look like it.
No, they don't.
And Havosa is actually rushing a BKB, which I think is a pretty smart item choice.
Well, he needs their.
Yeah.
They have way too much disable on VG side.
I think Dendy also needs BKB. It's a point first or second item.
Yeah, I'm surprised he always goes Shadow Amulet over the Claymore, like always.
Like Morph is just sitting there constantly pressuring bottom lane. They haven't been able to do anything about him. It's actually really scary right now for Navi, I feel.
Clockwork's next item choice should be Blade Mail as well, despite him getting a bracer. Havos is going ham right now. Let's see what's gonna happen. The yellow's there too.
That's pretty aggressive.
That is
Arrow,
insanely
shot from
aggressive.
Kuroki, ROTK will dodge it. Missile will
gonna
connect.
kill
But
all
Ross is
the
getting
fly?
cut off now. What was the point of that?
Oh, he's making space, dude. They're making space for Morph.
Did he miss him? Oh, okay. I thought he didn't.
What?
I thought he missed a hook shot again.
No. Missed the arrow, but
We haven't really seen Funnick too much this game. So what has he been building?
He's just
it's about he'll
Teaming
have his
up
mech.
max.
I'm surprised he doesn't already have his mech. It's been now he has
Yeah,
it.
he has it. Yeah.
17 minutes. He was just left in the jungle most of the time. He hasn't really had to defend against too many pushes. No deaths.
Yeah. He needs that blink. They need that blink so they can get the vacuum
I mean,
torrent.
honestly, like once he gets Shadow Blade, like they're really capable of actually killing more if they burst him down with the gyro and Kunkka.
Yeah.
And the Marana. Well, they need the Marana arrow as well for the extra disable. Like those 3 cores are capable of.
He's gonna have Lincoln soon.
But yeah, with the Lincolns, I'm not sure about that.
They don't really have any sort of initiation for him once they get Lincolns.
It has to be, I don't know, a lucky torrent.
Right now, VG's gonna try and make a smoking. Probably. Are they gonna try? No.
I don't know, but Navi really does need a tier
They
1
do have a
tower.
smoke up on FY. He's gonna.
They don't
stack
have good
ancients.
push at all, though. They have good team fight, but Vici's not gonna like walk up to them.
Yeah, Vichi's harassing the towers, but I mean, Tree's just healing back up. So
Yeah, right now, VG still. They don't need to force that much. They can play a bit passive.
get him, dude. No, thank you. He has tree armor.
And both teams taking it slowly, but it looks like Vici's coming out ahead. And this Sylar getting real big compared to everybody else. Dendy slightly behind, super in middle.
Lincoln's is finished off on Morphling right now. Chicken's coming out from the base.
Yeah, it prevents X torrent combo.
He
That's
should not
probably the
die.
best setup.
Honestly, he should not die anymore if he has like good positioning, good awareness. Which
And if he does die, there should be like some retribution kills. I feel.
DD picked up on Kunkka.
Sprink.
Spoink.
Sprink.
Hey, just passing by, just chilling.
And Enchantress will also be the mech bearer. She's not going like a Midas Scepter or anything of the sort.
Navi's still with no towers down. Their supports are suffering a lot from it. Their networks are incredibly low.
Yeah, but their supports are terrible at pushing.
I think VG should just do like a pretty smoking towards Roshan. I mean, with Morphling and Rasta alone. Maybe with the Enchantress.
I think it's too dangerous with that T1 tower up. I guess they could probably still sneak it in though.
I mean, they have Morphling Illusion, Smoke, Rasta Wars will be there. And they have an Invoker to kite them out with Clockwork.
So Lincoln's up on the Morphling.
It's too risky for Vici, man. They just want to get farm up on Sylar.
Yeah, that's true. Vichi's not really known to take risk either.
Yeah. looking to play it safely, look for easy kills with ROTK hookshot, with Blink Rasta, and wait for Navi to get out of positioning. Havos does have his BKB completed.
300 more gold for Kunkka to finish off his Shadow Blade.
Radiant's top tower
Are they
is
really
under
going to start
attack.
moving once that happens, though?
I think so. I think they'll try to make a first play, maybe one play out of it. A
Yeah, but
surprise
at the
Shadow
same time,
Blade.
they still can't gank Siler with it.
Maybe not Siler, but I mean they'll make a play and maybe they'll actually get a tier 1 tower out of it because of it.
Yeah, I hope they do. They need to. I feel like they're not.
They're not losing. They're not
Losing?
winning this farm game
Yeah.
because of Morphling alone. They don't want Morphling to get too fat.
And it's really hard to take early fights versus Claw Sweats Invoker.
I mean, it seems like they're really taking advantage of their. They're not really farming the stack or doing stacks on the ancients, but they're constantly farming it. So, I mean, Havos is getting insanely farmed still, starting to.
Morphling hasn't had to leave the lane once. He's having a chill fast bottom.
He's been there for.
Yeah, he's been in the same
20
spot, the
minutes.
same like 1,000 range or whatever.
Yeah, he's not really
Sure.
scared of anything. Well,
Oh, this might be it. Remember what I told you about the Shadow Blade? This could be the play right now. He's gonna
The play.
link this
We're
off.
seeing it. We're seeing it. Where's the play?
Where is the play?
Kunkka's mid.
Oh.
Leech Seed comes out on Siler, but he's
Punch.
just walking away. I don't even think he needed a morph there. He's not scared at all.
He's not. He shouldn't be. I mean, I think as long as he sees Kunkka, he knows he's fine.
I'm trying to get a hook shot mid.
Shadow Blade is coming in right now. It's gonna be completed on Dendi. Smart play by him. He actually went in fog when he picked up the Shadow Blade, so he's gonna make a play right now.
He's going, but
He's
can
going
he-
to run
he's
into
going in.
Ench. He's looking for Rasta.
Dondo. Dondo, Dondo, Dondo.
The rest of his team is coming in. Don't know if they're smoked or
Dire's
not,
bottom
but
tower is under attack.
Yeah, Enchantress should die.
What? Dendi?
easy arrow hits the Hellbear Smasher, the potato. X-Torrent connects, Ion Shell doing some extra damage, Vacuum pulls him back in,
He's dead.
Leech Seed, but with level 4 Nature to 10, it's pretty tanky, but we'll
There's-
fall
I
into
said once he, well, there you go. Like once he got the Shadow Blade, he made the play. He
Yeah,
made
but
the
it's
move.
just a...
But look
It's
at
not, it's not that big of a kill. I
It's
agree.
an enchantress
Look at
skill.
Invoker's rotation though. He knew that someone's gonna TP bottom to defend. That was such a good rotation from what Super did.
Wow.
That was such a good play for
And they
what he
get a
did.
free tower out of it because of that.
Yeah, and towers are going down very, very slowly against a Treant Protector, which is what you expect.
Did you actually see it from the angle that he came from? He went to the secret shop and went all the way around, not directly. So he was really well prepared for it.
Every time Navi VG has gotten a kill, they've gotten a good tower with it. Navi still haven't been able to get any towers.
And they don't even need to use Rasta Wards for the tower, too.
Yeah. Yeah, climb hook.
I don't know. Was Tree actually even healing the tower? Because it was half HP for a while.
Well, I mean, Siler was sitting down there. He's probably healed it back up. Or he was probably just constantly sieging it.
Yeah.
Siler left his lane, guys!
Oh shit.
Oh wow. Here
he's
we
gonna
go.
he's gonna move to top lane.
He's going
now.
to top now. He's getting.
He's
he has to get
moved.
the top tower.
Yeah.
Dude, once he gets the Eth Blade, though, I don't know. Can Navi really do anything about that?
No, they can try and tank up. I mean, they in 5-on-5s, I don't think it'll be a big deal. But in like small skirmishes, Siler is nearly invincible.
I mean, VGG can keep doing this. They don't even have to fight 5-on-5s. They can just keep pushing out the lanes and
They have the advantage,
Yeah.
getting more as fast as possible. They're content with that. Rasta's actually not even going eggs.
Yeah, Navi can't really afford to
Super-
lose their mid towers. If they lose that, they lose Roshan, and Siler is literally going to be.
so Super's looking to make a pick off. He's invis there. He has a ward as well. He's gonna plant the ward down. It's a really good ward. It gives Morphling a lot
What's
of
he
space.
saving up for?
Probably a Hex, dude.
Yeah, definitely a hex. Maybe a BKB, but
Like this way, actually, there again, man. Look at this. Super just runs around.
he runs around making space. Artur,
Around,
you don't like it?
Dire's
Flower
top
tour.
tower is under attack.
press the stuff, but like, just runs around.
Is that a flame or what?
Remember when he used to run around?
That's actually like only played like 2 heroes this tournament. Volker and like somebody else.
Remember when he used to run around, dude?
No?
Yeah, you
I
did.
remember those days, but
When?
those days are gone.
Walking Mini.
The puck, the Artur puck.
Our tour puck.
What happened to buying back and coming into the orb, dude?
Fell off, man.
Oh.
BKB is actually almost finished on Clockwork now. 100 off for his BKB. Supers. It's a good vision of the pucks here.
So we see a gem picked up by Kuroki. They don't want to lose map control at all. They saw Super with a couple of wards, 3 wards in his inventory when I checked the top lane. And
Navi's actually rotating over to top now, but
DS has a blink as well.
Super has full vision of them, so I mean, like, wow.
that's why they have the gem.
Oh my god, this Invoker is like Just doing so much work, giving them all this information. They're gonna kill mid. Or are they gonna get
Does
the
the
tower?
kill do anything?
No.
He's going to go
Yeah,
MKB.
Navi's ahead in kills, but certainly not in
Radiant's
momentum.
middle tower is
Not in
under attack.
towers.
VG has complete momentum. I mean, they're farming their force, both forces, their own and Navi.
He's gonna have E-Blade soon.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
If they at least kill the Invoker, it's good. Oh,
TP in. Wow. Well, he has phase boot, so that's why he ran.
Funnick!
Right to the
Funnick!
I'm gonna back him up.
Top tower
Well, there's only
is
one
under
hero there.
attack.
But they axed him back.
But he failed. Oh,
Torrent fails.
Oh.
FY will get Tidebringer down. Puppy with the root. Looks like he's taking a little bit of damage from the wards and the Adaptive Strike, but will not fall in the end.
are
so
they gonna achieve anything out of it? I mean, they're not gonna get
they,
the tower.
they
get
got
two
a lot.
kills.
They got 3 kills.
They
They,
should-
they got Clockwork before too, and they baited out a couple ultimates. They get a lot of.
I
But
think
they're not gonna get the tower.
Well, at the same time, Sylar is forced to actually come to the fight.
Yeah.
And if had they actually landed the X Torrent, he might have been in a lot more danger. So it looks like the
I think that helped a lot for the experience, like you said on the. They got a lot of good experience score, and then the support's drastically needed. This DS needs levels. This Kunkka needs levels.
yeah, and unlike the other ones, that was not like quote unquote space created.
Is he gonna go?
Hopefully.
He's going
Is this
MKB.
gonna be a rapier game eventually?
no.
It's gonna turn into a late rapier game.
He's 200 off his MKB, 250 off.
I mean, like after the MKB later on. I think
I don't
Navi
know,
does
I don't
need a
think
rapier to win.
No, he's gonna need lifesteal first, including
Yeah.
Roshan.
Middle tower
I don't
is
think he can
under
get
attack.
rapier yet.
Not yet, but I have a feeling this is gonna be
Depending on how the
those
game
two rapiers
progresses.
games later on.
They have a lot of things to deal with BKB too. I don't really know why ROTK rushed BKB.
Well, he just wants to be really annoying, I think. And maybe stop some TPs if they're split pushing. Just run in there and be annoying Clockwork with the hook.
F Blade finished on Morphling now.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
He can burst anyone down. He can burst the gyro down if he's not quick enough with his BKB.
Yep.
1300 HP.
And now it starts. Havos has caught up though. He's quite farmed.
Smoke coming off from VG right now. I don't know if they're gonna try to do a little loop around. Morphling being in the front.
They really want this mid tower.
Yeah, definitely. They really do.
They could
And
even, they
with
could go.
that, with mid tier 1 gonna be down, they can take Roshan.
I think they're gonna go for a top tower. Yeah, they're going for a top tower. They want to force them mid, and they want to just let Morphling get mid tower by themselves. And
Well,
they're gonna
Phonics
go
gonna get cut off here. Phonic is gonna die.
He has to
Hero.
blink if he has quick enough.
Oh.
Whoa!
OTK.
Wow.
Plays. The plays, man.
Best player in the world.
So they don't get top tower with that.
They're gonna loop around now towards mid, but they do know they're in the forest.
This
so-
might be a little bit risky play. I don't know if VG wants to fight Navi like this into the heroes, but they're gonna go in.
Arrow shot. Did it connect with anything? Does not look like it.
I mean, Havos is at 75% HP right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. ROTK going in. Ham sandwich. Just has to fight now. Raw swords coming down. Boat coming in.
A lot of ultimates, not too much damage coming out. And again, I feel like a lot of these wards have been wasted by FY. Yeah, sure, he's pretty
He's gonna
farmed,
go in
but
for the E-Blade maybe.
Man, I don't think it was that bad of a play.
I don't think so either, but I mean, they really need towers. They've been trying to get this mid tower forever now. And they took the first tower down in what, like maybe
Seller's going hell. Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's the play.
Uh-oh. Sylar
And FY.
pretty much doesn't give any damns about Navi's lineup. He can just do anything that he wants to.
FY.
Just straight up walks in, shotguns gyro, and just casually walks away.
Well, he waved in, then shotgun, yeah. He didn't need the full combo.
Dyer's middle tower
Okay,
has fallen.
easy tower.
It's a disaster for Navi.
Easy tower, easy life. They're going to go for tier 2 now.
Finally, they have to deal with
Dyer's
Sylar.
middle tower is under attack.
Now he's just going to be a complete nuisance. I mean, like, Navi has to be really careful on being shotgunned to death, because all the heroes will die instantly.
Yeah, now they have to worry about Roshan too, and this really opens up the map for Vici. Definitely what they wanted out of this fight.
KKY scored
Dyer's middle
106. He
tower
hasn't
has
died yet.
fallen.
But this support Mirana isn't really going to transition into that much damage in a later game. Vici has been very, very prepared with Sentry Wards.
Oh,
Dendi!
I mean, they're going to go for tier 3?
Dendi actually gets
Do they
caught
have
out.
wards up?
Didn't see the pick,
Their
probably.
ward should be up in about 20 seconds.
Does he have the mana for it?
I don't think so.
Can we check the Rasta's mana? Any chance?
I mean, they're just going to heal it up with the tree in anyway, so I don't know if they're really going to try to commit to this.
Radiant's
40
bottom
seconds down on the
tower is
clock.
under attack.
Otherwise, they can go for Roshan right now.
So that's two really big kills. One on the gyrocopter, one on the Kunkka, and Navi, I mean,
He's gonna
if they were on even farm with Morphling, maybe they could take it out, but Kunkka is half of Morphling's net worth right now.
They have really good warding right now as well, so they, I mean, they could Roshan. Roster wards are going to be up. He's just waiting for his mana boots to be up, and no,
Radiant's
they're going to
bottom
spec.
We have still
Under
yet to see a
attack.
good combo from Navi. They have the Blink Dagger on the Darkseer. They can easily turn around with a Blink Vacuum Wall, but most of the time, Vici's not clumped up at all.
Radiant's
they're definitely
bottom
spread
tower
out.
is under attack.
No opportunities for Funnick, as far as I've seen.
Actually bought a casual cloak there to blunt a little bit of the E-blade damage.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's not all that bad.
Yeah, are there any better items that he could be going for this? Lincoln's won't do too much. Manta's
500
okay.
gold. He's not really losing much.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I think it's worth it.
That's
That-
good.
I don't know. What do you think is next time? It should be lifesteal, right? I think it
He
should
can go
be lifesteal.
Satanic. Well, he needs more HP, I feel like.
He needs more damage too.
That's true. Well,
But
they have
Satanic is
Kunkka.
really
They have Kunkka and Gyro for damage. He already has
But
MTB.
don't forget about the Darkshire Wall. Darkshire Wall will do a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
I think he just needs to survive. Like, they need to get kills with BKB, and if he doesn't, he needs to be able to survive a shotgun. Or R2.
Man, I really feel Navi needs a Scythe of Vice though, honestly. I mean, how...
Who's gonna farm it?
Are they gonna get super?
X.
Torrent.
Torrent comes out, Bo comes out, and he just casually force steps
No,
away.
Funnick.
Oh, Funnick for the rescue. Double force staff. Another force staff on Siler, rather. Wards
the
coming
wards
out.
come out.
On Dondo.
Dendy's trapped.
He's not trapped. He has
Oh
he's-
my god. The
Oh
Conquer
my-
D-boat's coming off and they're all just losing HP.
And a buyback from the Invoker comes out. And are they done yet? Looks like Hiroki still may be caught out. FY blink
Didn't
up
know
in
where he
about
went.
5 seconds. Oh, it's
Oh,
up now.
blue pinged. He blinked to the right. He has
Blink.
blink up now. Yeah, perfect vision. His leap is on cooldown.
Ouch. Another death. So a 3-for-1 and a buyback for Vici, but it's Invoker. It doesn't really matter if Invoker has that much gold or not. Still didn't see what he spent with his
I mean, I feel they should go for
items.
Roshan right now.
Oh, mass
because they're not
BKB.
going to get the tier 3. And there it is.
Yeah. Looks like a pretty high level untouchable on Fenrir. And what does Navi do at this point? They try to take a team fight. They try to initiate on Invoker. They threw like 2 ultimates on him, but none of them even connected.
I mean, I think the best option is once VG pushes, they hope for the Wombo combo. I mean, like, can they really gank anyone? Or is there going to be an objective?
I think even with the Wombo combo, how do they kill Morph in it though? Morph will be able to morph his strength during the Wombo combo. They have nothing to really stop the Morph.
Well, and now he has an Aegis.
Yeah. It's
And a
looking
BKB
really
too.
rough.
Don't,
Oh my
that's a really good
goodness.
BKB pick.
So they have what, 1, 2, 3 BKBs. Rasta perhaps building towards 1, 2, and
Well, I mean, they have to hope for the Torrent and Boat combo to hit with the Darkseer Vacuum before the BKBs get off.
that's a lot to hope for.
It
I
is.
feel like. Is that the only way they can win a team fight?
believe
I
so.
mean, obviously, unless
Yeah, they're going to
Vici
need to
clubs.
because otherwise, like,
mean,
Morphling is just going to destroy their team.
the way
he
I
has
see it
Aegis
is,
as
yeah,
well.
with the next wards up, they can just go and siege and have Aegis morph, and they have to blow everything on the Aegis morph, and then once the morph is back,
Once the morph is back,
sorry, Korok is distracting me here, but once the morph is back up, how do they kill him again?
Navi's lineup just seems much more difficult to execute. They have to rely on arrows without setup from Kuroki in the early game. They have to rely on X Torrents, which we've seen a couple times have missed due to force stabs, due to BKBs, and no lockdown for Morphling. So unless Siler overextends or Vici groups up, it's very unlikely that Navi's going to win a team fight. But trying to catch someone off by surprise, looks like Fenrir, X Torrent, vacuum back in. Missile to follow. Nature 10 is popped, but will not save him again. But it's just an Enchantress. They only have 1 tower down in the game right now. Only the
And
bottom
the lanes
2.
are all just getting
And
pushed.
they invested a lot in that. I mean, like, all of VG
Yes.
is farming because of it.
It's a 5-minute smoke. Hardly a dent at the gold graph, which is probably ridiculously in VG's favor. 14,000 gold, 30 minutes in.
This is,
Wow.
they need some rapiers. That's what I
Is
say.
it rapier time already?
It is
Yeah,
rapier
it is
time.
rapier time.
Look, he's saving up for it. I mean, here we go.
We have to get a
It-
rapier.
I mean, I believe from here Navi does need to go on. These kills do not matter whatsoever. They're not getting a tower of it. They're getting a single Enchantress. Like, what's that going to accomplish?
Is Siler even going to die before the game's over? Doesn't look like it at this rate.
Dire's top
Nope.
tower
It's gonna be a
Well,
perfect game.
Skady should be his next item, right? Maybe, man. No, it's going to be Scotty.
They did an
Scotty's better.
Aghanim's Disruptor to kill him. So I don't have one of those this time.
Yeah, I think Disruptor was actually banned out by Navi in
Yeah.
this game.
Even a good arrow from Kuro, if he lands one, it's not going to achieve much or do much. Russell Ward's coming down. I wonder if he has Aghanims.
Siler, not really too much to worry about. He's beaten on the T3 with the wards. Glyph just popped out from Navi, but no one's really in position to defend. Votes doesn't want to get go up and get shotgun. It looked like they were smoked behind. ROTK fakes an arrow onto Kuroki, and the tower siege will continue. Funnick with the big plays. We see Havos already down solo. Looks like a shotgun combo from Gyrocopter. And Havosi can't really stay around anymore. Rasta Ward's still up. No one there to clear ROTK on the right side of the fight. Pops BKB. Dendy chasing him down. Fenrir trying to attack Dendy.
He should just hit the...
Yeah.
I mean, he knows he's stuck. I mean, it's inevitable he's gonna die.
Siler morphs waveforms into a torrent.
He still has the Aegis on Siler. He's morphing in. And like you said, he's unkillable. What can they do?
It's like 200 HP. It's just walk in, taking T3s casually. Buyback comes out from Gyrocopter, forces Vici to retreat.
They got a melee rack still. They did get a melee racks.
That's a really good fight for Vici. They didn't even lose anyone.
Yep.
They got 3 kills. They forced a buyback out of Gyrocopter, and they didn't even lose the Aegis.
It was really close though. He came down to 150, maybe 200.
Even if they kill him, it doesn't even matter.
And Havos is dead again.
Oh,
this
no.
is over.
They may
If
call
he
it
dies
GG.
here, they're gonna
call
GG.
GG.
Yeah.
Ouch. Living armor will not save him there. I didn't really feel like Navi accomplished too much in the early game. As you said, that no block on the top, just let ROTK do whatever he want. We didn't really see Tree roam around too effectively. We saw a couple of run arrows, only one connected, and got 1 kill on ROTK. But Silo was just left completely unchecked for first 25 minutes of the game.
I think a big problem was that Enchantress's camps weren't blocked efficiently. They weren't blocked effectively. Like she had a full jungle. I think that was a big reason
But
for why.
was she the reason why they won?
I think so. Think about it. She got bottom tower. She got the kill on Puppy. She got the mid gank. She snowballed the. She helped Invoker out mid, and she had some good rotations as well.
They did a lot more. She did a lot more than both Navi supports, I'd say.
Yeah, and she got levels and farm as well.
Well, what Navi was doing, the way that they're roaming, was pretty risky. I mean, they had nothing reliable. They were just relying on Kuro's arrows based off luck. I mean, yeah.
I think.
Kuro actually has a staff. Is he going to date? No, he's going to go for staff.
The way I see this, if VG picks this greedy dual lane short lane on like some Rasta morphling, I felt Navi should have tried it. Like they didn't punish that lane.
Well, it's Rasta Morphling plus Ench.
Yeah, but my problem, like if they don't get the ward successfully off on the Enchantress, they need to punish that safe lane.
They definitely had control of the jungle. All 5 of them were down there early,
Yeah.
and they forced Vici back. Looks like they scouted him out a little bit, but at the same time, Vici did have sentries to cope with Navi's warding.
Oh, great hook there from RTK.
And he gets caught out. No BKB yet. 300 gold away. Moonlight Shadow will not save him there. Wards dropped. ROTK pops his BKB. Adaptive strike comes out.
That was actually kind of a funny combo right there. RTK actually tried to use his cog to push him back, but he ended up getting him inside the cog instead, and Rasta ulting on top of it.
A little bit of overkill. I mean, but at the same time, Vici, they don't really need their ultimates. They can just rely on Siler to do all the damage.
Fly God.
Still has damage.
And then Havos has no buyback as well. QB's coming off.
Oh, vacuum. He has no mana for vacuum.
Okay, needs to play here. And we see Funnick get cold snap. Puppy tries to throw an ultimate out, and he will die. I mean, they still have Aegis in Siler.
GG.
Actually, it just expired. Well, Navi kind of grasping for draws at that point in the game. Just no solution for Morphling. Very similar to what happened in the group stage, as you mentioned, Bulba.
Yeah.
You were right about that, dude. Siler did not die this game.
Yeah.
Siler did not die that game too.
They couldn't. They had nothing.
So do you
to kill
think
him.
mostly it was a drafting issue? Do you think it was just they?
I think Morph just counters their lineup, like straight up.
Well, they picked Morphling very early on. So
Yeah, but
what? Navi obviously thought they could handle it.
I mean, Navi hinged a lot on this Bombo combo, but they had nothing to kill the Morph. He was just literally sitting bottom lane for like the first 30 minutes of the game, and they couldn't deal with him at all. So I think it comes down to that.
So draft fail.
I think it came out to the drafting issue. I mean, Navi seemed like they were very confident in their draft. But I mean, like, they couldn't do anything to Morphling. They felt like they were going to win the laning phase. They were wrong. Enchantress had a free jungle. She was able to win 2 lanes. And Navi had nothing to really say anything about that. Combo the back.
Yeah, they got 1 kill on Invoker mid, but that's pretty much the only thing that happened for them in the early game. I guess another arrow on ROTK, but at the same time, they couldn't translate into any objectives. They had Rasta wards and Enchantress creeps to get early towers on Radiant and Dire.
I mean, with the kill on top on ROTK, I feel like if they were capable of getting that tier 1 on top, things would have been a lot differently.
Another big thing was that play where Havos dived ROTK and then Invoker TP'd in and they killed him. That stunted his farm quite a bit. So.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like the teamwork was there, and by the time they even had the opportunity, well, like with a blink on Funnick, they all had BKBs on.
Maybe even
Vici.
if they had a faster Shadow Blade on Kunkka, things would have been differently. I mean, they would have been capable of ganking morph, but at the same time, once he finished the Shadow Blade, Lincoln's
Didn't it come?
already
Yeah,
completed.
it came out after
and,
the Lincolns.
And how can you gank the morphing from there? Once he finished the Lincolns, it's like, how can we do anything to fix this issue? Like, kill him. They had nothing to really kill him.
Do you think
Unless they committed to everything, but then again, Sylar, like, you have the Invoker, you have the Clockwork to counter initiate once initiation happens on morph.
So
They had no hex.
I think we all agreed that it's like somewhat of a drafting issue from Navi. Do you think it was more the support Marana or the Treant Protector? I didn't really feel like either of them did that much.
I'd say it was the Marana. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the last pick Gyro, and they could have put Marana on the carry, and they could have maybe last pick. I think a Rubik would have been a lot better as a pick.
Oh, yeah, I
But
think
it's
they're
still not really that
Or
much.
even
locked
Shadow
up.
Demon.
Shadow Demon, I think, would have been a little bit better, but I mean, Rubik doesn't provide that much for Smorfling.
But he could have
It's still
stolen
good.
He had good
Yeah.
spells to steal.
That's true. Okay.
So I mean, it
But
was
the
Shadow
problem
Demon
is
or
that
Rubik. I think it was a drafting issue.
I mean, the way I see it, if you pick tree, you need to do like you need to force some pressure early, and it just didn't happen.
Well, he did attempt it, but it was like,
Yeah, it was just it
what
was
kind of
unlucky.
pressure can you force?
I agree. Well, maybe they could have picked something like Enchantress to think.
I
don't
think
know.
you have
They
to
had,
ban Enchantress versus VG. I think they're too good with Enchantress.
they had a lot of time to analyze what went wrong in their preliminary stage game, and it looks like they just fell prey to the exact same thing. Very farmed Sylar.
Yep.
On a hero that has a lot of escape abilities, and there are draft solutions to deal with it, but they will fall
I
short.
think Shadow Demon was honestly the answer. I mean, they had the perfect setup for it. They had Kunkka as well.
Yeah, I thought it would have been really good. It would have been a really strong world. I don't even think we saw any smokes out of them, because even if they did smoke, they can't really kill anyone.
They didn't initially buy any smokes at the beginning. That's what I pointed out. But
I think Morph is just a really good hero versus Marana as well. So
Cool. Well, Vici, they didn't even look like excited or surprised after that game. They were just like, okay,
well, now
we won.
No, Puppy's
Time for
definitely
game
trying
two.
to figure out what really happened. I mean, I can see him like after the post game, he was just really thinking, well, what just happened. So I'm sure he's gonna have something really creative coming up in the next.
I don't really feel like they played that poorly either. Like,
No, Navi didn't. It was.
they-
I think it was
yeah.
purely off drafts. To be honest, they got outdrafted.
that sounds like a boring way to analyze the game, but I mean,
It's as simple as it gets.
okay.
Dude.
Well, game two. What do you think they need to change besides drafting?
Besides drafting,
Besides
I
drafting.
mean, Boba.
punish the greedy lane, I think.
Punish the greedy lane.
Yeah.
So, as in put pressure on Sylar.
I mean, I think
Don't give as much space to the jungler as well. I mean, like look at the
the
Enchantress.
way I see it, VG makes the same plays early game, like the first 5 minutes. They make the same rotations every time. Maybe Puppy TPing down there, him dying. I think part of him should have known that they're gonna smoke around because there was a double wave coming up. It's obvious our Rasta Enchantress is not showing on the map. You can't just sit there bottom and.
I also
thing
think
is-
that Vici's like somewhat predictable too. If Super goes mid, he is going to
Imagine
go
if
cross Wex.
they guess the smoke and Marana and Tree smoke down there and try to kill the Rasta Enchantress from roaming. That would have been a big change to the
Yeah,
game.
but they don't do any damage. It's so hard to set up. They had like 2 Enchantress creeps too. It was like
Yeah.
a 3-on-2 with.
But it's a
two-
risk. Like if they have the Darkseer there as well, he was
That's
there.
true.
So it's just a risk they had to take. I don't think you can give that first tier 1 tower to VG.
Yeah, plus a kill.
Yeah.
And not get that much out of it. If they got a tower in return, maybe, but it didn't really look like they got anything out of the trade. So, looks like we are done with this game. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. Vici Gaming is up 1-0 in this best of 3 in our final BO3 of the day. Anything else to add, guys? Thank you guys for casting.
Shout out to Sad Boys.
Okay.
Shout out to Sad Boys.
And we're cutting to a break. Dinner break. Thanks, guys.